Slate of V has given me a script. Insert paper noises. Wow. I am totally not being held hostage at gunpoint by Slate of V. Please do not come. Please do. Totally. This script is bad. It is not funny. Get good at script making. Haha. Anyways, I shall die and freaking rip your eardrums.
It would be sad if we were to just, lock here with an extended hitbox, and then we just go up, he flicks down, and, he starts doing the lock. He's like, oh wait, I wanna be looking here. He hits, headshot, headshot. Cause this is very much a headshot. This is a headshot. Trust. This, is really good aim. He's perfectly tracking this here color, because he's color botting. His favorite type of aimbot isn't only edge locking with extended hitboxes, but also color bot. Also, would it be sad if he were to also, in fact, headlock to trigger bot? Because we love that. This guy is very good at gaming, as you can tell. And this next amazing part, as you can tell, as you see right here, he's alone in Discord, just like in real life. And just like his mom, because his dad left for the milk. Just like how this guy is going to be cooked since he's perfectly edge locking an extended hitbox. There's that. He flicks down.
To his torso,
and then we have
to his torso. He flicks to his torso.
And then we have like this.
Yeah.
Alright, then we have him track through a wall.
And then, right? Flick to head, yep. Shoot.
Flicks to head, and then...
I see.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Another one. There's another one. There's another one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the. I'm gonna go up to it. Yeah. I'm gonna ping you here. Look at this. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this. No. Oh yes. Wait. I'm gonna use burst one round. Why are you auto fragging? Yes. So 65. No. So he's gonna just flick to the head, you know, do a bit of headlock. Bonk. And then there was like a bit of deathlock here. We've determined. Yeah, like you know, deathlock. Now this, you know, cause how does this work? Extended hitbox. Alright, then he just turns on his, you know, lock and then bound. He's dying. Cause somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. Cause you know, I'm pretty sure he's color botting. Is this color bot? Yeah, that's color bot. Cause we love color bot. Look at this little bro. He does a bit of headlock. A bit of headlock that is not any color bot at all. Cause this guy is very smart. Who hacks with RPG? How can you even do that? That's my question. So we're just gonna skip it. We're just gonna wait. We're just gonna ignore this. Alright, so would it be sad if he were to just flick over here and decide, you know what? I want a headlock. Meow. You know? How is this a headshot? And, you know. slight possibility of deathlock, I think. And remember, these are all cheating allegations. There's no proof to back it up, such as him not edge locking him through a wall with an extended hitbox. Such as him, going to his head, tracking him pretty well, pretty good tracking. No color bot at all. And then no flicking to the other side to hit this very wondrous shot. Yeah, because he's very much tracking his opponent here. And then he's just gonna like flick. He's gonna do that and be like, yep, this is very legit. Because he's the most legitimate player in the entirety of video games. Maybe Deathlock, I don't know. But ethics is more legit than ever. We're just gonna not. Let's just not see this clip. This clip is just for noobs. Alright? Alright, this one is so funny. Because look at this. He's just gonna, edge. He's just gonna do that. Because he would never just randomly flick to the side for no reason. Then he would never headlock, ever. He would never perfectly edge track an extended hitbox. Because this is what we call the PNG track, since it looks like his opponent is just a PNG edited in. And then, he just jumps, and then, lil bro, why are we aimbotting with fists? Lil bro, why are we aimbotting with fists? Tell me now why we're edge locking an extended hitbox with fists. A bit of lock. Bit of, more lock. And then, bit more lock. And then, next clip, he just kills him. Because it'd be sad if we were to look at, bit of locking. We love PNG track. Now, he reloads. I probably missed something here. I feel like I missed something here. But he pulls out his secondary gun. That's what he does. Alright, where's the deathlock? Because he's not dead. Yeah, he's not. His opponent's not very dead, but look at this. Bonk. He's slightly dead. Now, here he intentionally slows down the montage because he's so good at the game here with his, that, bit of lock, bit more lock. Because we love 7 frame edge lock with extended hitboxes. He flicks to the other side, because we need to lock this side too. Let's give this side a few frames of lock too, because every side needs lock. And then the finale of this clip. How is this a headshot? We don't know. Maybe it's called Zeus and is Zeno, because that's exactly what he's using. He literally freaking told me. Then he skips the clip because he got to reload. Tries to make it look like another clip where he actually kills him. There would be zero way of him locking onto, he didn't lock here. No, he's not locking. He's not locking, which, yeah, we're just gonna ignore the part he locked to, because that just sounds painful, and then we're gonna notice how he's hacking. Alright, this is just embarrassing. Look at this. You're Look at this, little bro. We're gonna see some peak, some peak placing down a marker, then a bit of lock. Yes. Yeah, I got that for Christmas. Y Yep. Uh, Already spent it all on YouTubers. And Atorix and Speedy Sam. Well, no, Atorix. He likes Speedy Sam and he's yellow, so I just gave him money. Shut up. Anyways, he edge locks, and then he's just like, "Yep, this looks legit." He starts color botting, cause bro is Enrique. He This is a very normal way to hold your AR when playing Rivals. Back to the color botting. The regularly scheduled color botting, cause you can tell by the flicking and the locking on the colors. Cause this guy is the best at logic cheating. And then he just takes this clip, skips to later in it where he kills the other guy, because he would never color bot again. Because he would never color bot again. And then he just continues to color bot, because he would never edge lock, because, sure. Because he would never be obvious and blatant. He just, locks this specific pixel and then locks that specific pixel. Just flex down to this specific pixel to lock. But then he's like, nah, I've had enough. Let me reload as he's just tracking him. And then he's just jumping. And then he just locks. Because little bro, why are we aimbotting with fists? And then he's just like, you know what? Bound. Wow. Because he'd never be blamed. And then he leaks his username. And then, I really think he's asked that question. But here is where I do think because here's where I do think he's cheating. Because second video in the rule. He said he doesn't cheat in his vids. Trust. Alright, look at this. He's just gonna perfectly edge track. As the video starts, he's gonna, continue these shenanigans as he scopes in with his sniper, flicks the other side, because that's a headshot. And then we're gonna notice a bit of deathlock, possibly. And then we're just gonna flick over to the other side, wait for him to actually look at his opponent. Because he's very intelligent of a human being. He realizes that he's right there. Nope, never mind. Oh, there he is. Okay. Let me see. Can I shoot him? And the answer is, in fact, no. This guy is very good at the game. Because, he's very good. He scopes in, and then he just... Because, yeah. So, and then he's like, sure, trigger bot. Because trigger botting would never happen. He would also never extend his hip. Well, that wasn't a headshot. Ah. The name change was very exceptional, but he's more like are you recording? back to the regularly scheduled yellow guy. So he's presumably extended hitbox edge locking with an obstruct. I'm pretty sure that's one of his friends, cause like pretending to be his ult. And anyways, here, no one would lock ever. Anyways, that's a headshot. Cause yep. Now we all understand something, right? This guy is really bad at cheating. So incredibly bad, in fact, that it's just laughable. And because he wouldn't, he wouldn't, he wouldn't, he wouldn't be he wouldn't just be flicking to different lock spots and then decide to color bot. Because he wouldn't blatantly aimbot. Like, I know he has the heart to not do that, because he wouldn't deathlock. He wouldn't deathlock. He would never deathlock. Anyways, about that, why are we aimbotting with fists? And then, I remember there being a bit more. We never cheat. We never extend our hitboxes. No, we wouldn't. We would never color bot. We would never color bot too. Possibly his hitbox, but could be a visual effect. He wins because he's freaking cheating. Which again, in fact, did not like me proving that. Anyways, little bro decides what would be good to do next. Already did. Alright, anyways, so he's hacking against a controller player, as you see right here, and yet he still needs katana, as you can see right here. The clip is literally him katanaing a headshot from this here controller player. Look at this slight color bot. He's just he's just doing that, and cool. Honestly, the controller player should be the one katanaing, but who cares? Anyways, what? Anyways, we would never color bot. Never ever. We would never ever in a million billion years color bot. Cause we never like edge lock in a million billion years ever. We wouldn't kill the target, but due to the RPG is my guess, just randomly flick all the way over here. Maybe not. I'm stupid. Anyways, this guy decides to lock, turn on his aimbot, cause let's just yeah, cause that's normal. That's normal aiming. And we see here that this hitbox bug called edge locking right after shooting a shot, which happens to be a headshot. And I don't know. It must be a hitbox bug that he turns out to be deathlocking. Because his character doesn't move. Pretty sure he's deathlocking. Anyways, watch this 2v1 that he didn't even win. I don't know how you couldn't finish the kill in the 2v1 if you're literally aimbotting. If you're literally perfectly edge tracking and color botting. Yeah. Ignore how this bacon hair's teammate is dumb enough to freeze himself, and yet he still couldn't finish the kill in the 2v1. That's how bad his config is. You know, especially with it being this. Anyways, you know, we love Colorbot. Ethics would never Colorbot ever. You know, Ethics would never be dumb. You know, you could just see the Colorbot. You just get the gist. Colorbot. Colorbot. Also, if we were to go back a bit, he was perfect. He was perfectly tracking this pixel in the wrap, so I don't know why. Maybe it's the same bot tweaking. I'm pretty sure he perfectly tracked pixel. Yeah, he kills him with a bit of Colorbot, with a bit of edgelock too, and then you know, not blatant at all Colorbot. And then, what did the frick did that pixel do to him? I don't know what that color did to him, but you know, bit of locking, bit of PNG, a bit of more PNG tracking, because he's so good at the game. He's so good at the game. You know, he's doing some movement king around, and what the frick is he doing? Also, apparently somebody said his AR doesn't. Someone said his AR doesn't do that. I don't think my crosshair does this. Cause my crosshair usually doesn't Colorbot. Cause you know, you could literally see the Colorbot go around the edge like that. Cause he would never Colorbot. He would never Colorbot. All right, now around here is just a dumb clip. I don't know why he even put this in. This next thing isn't even really a clip. He's like, ooh, I see him. I think he's coming out there. Oh, no, it's the other side. No, I'm going to continue looking here, even though I have perfectly good working PSP. Oh, no, he's right there. Oh, no, oh, no, no. What the frick did this pixel ever do? Like, why? So, yeah, clipping a level 40. With putting a clip of a level 40 in the montage, even though the clip isn't really even that good. Look at this. He's just gonna he's just gonna toggle headlock, not trigger bot, and just do that. Like, that's totally a clip on top of the fact that it's a level 40. And then you see right here, he's gonna color bot the bus. Trust. Anyways. Bonus.